welcome to Framework Fortune, and welcome back, Framework Fortune community. I'm your host, Ben, and we've got our co-host, H&H Trader, in the house tonight. What's going on, Hal?
Nothing much, man. Another day, another dollar. Another dollar either gained or lost for somebody.
Right. So it is time for the last strip. We're going to recap the trades we took today, and we'll look at some trades possibly for tomorrow and see what's going on with the SPY. So let's not waste any time and dive right in. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Support the framework community. Come join us. There are opportunities and plenty of learnings and educations to do. So, the SPY looked like it was going to dump today when it came out. Let me see, we put this back on this 1 year chart. And had that little dump down, but then just went ballistic. I mean, this is some crazy volatility to the upside for almost $5 rip. But we would just had $4 and $5 drops. So, I don't think this is any sign that the market is really rebounding yet. We could easily see it just dump back down again tomorrow. What are you thinking on this?
I see a triple bottom, or not a triple bottom. I see like a head and shoulders on the bottom side.
Yeah, the
That's what I see.
inverse head,
Yeah.
shoulder. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that pattern is there. Uh, I'm just bearish, man. This feels like a bull trap. Like back here, we were saying this one was probably a bull trap, and it was. I think this is another bull trap. We'll
Only
see.
problem I hate with this is it looks like it's gapped up, what, one, two. So
Three,
it's got a
yeah,
couple of gap fill areas that I don't know if it has the power to get back down through. Because it continues, like today we saw an absolute monster open and it
mm-hmm.
just shot right back up. I hate this. I hate the way that this is moving. It's just so illogical. But it's yeah, I mean it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow with it. But we did get some nice rips today. Uh, I traded a few things, and I still am in one of them. I got in Evol, which is EVOL, whatever this company is. They basically straightened out their balance sheet. But it had this nice little climb, slow climb, after it ripped in pre-market. I liked it because it was holding above all the indicators, bullish on the chart for the first time in a while. Last time it was bullish, it made a nice run up to 563. So I held it. It just never really dropped. And so I'm positive 50 cents. We'll see if that momentum it had today, that little bit of buying volume, continues in here. But there's like no reason to ever get out of it. So.
Yeah.
And then BBIG, I did hop in it. Got in its pullback after the first initial rip. Let's go in a 5 minute. So yeah, you can see I waited that whole dip for it. And it did shoot up there. I was up a little bit, but it's not, I mean, it wasn't that big of a rip. It's just about 30 cents. And
Yeah.
then I got out there. I moved my stop loss up. As this was pushing up, I moved it up to right around that area, looking for it to hold, and see I got stopped out there. So that's a little
Yeah.
tiny profit. I'm just running through mine real quick because I didn't really do anything amazing.
I hate moves like that, like BBIG. When they have that bigger float, and they initially they ramp up, and
Hmm.
then they just get into this sideways channel. They can chop you up.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty, you know, yeah. It was volatile right there in the beginning, and then it did end up ripping later in the day up to 9. Brian C. was
Yeah.
calling it out this morning in the channel. And Brian, if you're watching this, I wasn't trying to, uh, talk down to you or anything about this. You just seemed like you were really overhyped about it. But you did call this, so nice call on that. And it did get up to 9.
Well, the people that mostly profit from plays like this are people that are willing to hold all day.
Yeah.
Because if you got in at the beginning of the day and you just let it kind of play out, I think you're on the wrong day. It looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but you get in low at the beginning, and by the grace of God, it goes up and not down like that. That big spike could have easily went down the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that one. It could have easily been a red going the other
Yeah,
way.
yeah, off of this consolidation there, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, he said he's been in it for a month, I guess, so he's been watching this
See,
one real
he's
close.
swinging it, so he's good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it did give some day trading opportunities for sure. But yeah, just a little 76 cent win there in the end. And then basically same thing on Annie, had that initial pop up, bought a little bit in a pool. Actually, there I think I bought looking for the break of 8 because it came back up through that wick, and then just didn't quite hit my stop loss, and then ran up there and I put a stop loss under that floor, and as soon as that floor cracked, got out 650 profit. It's just nothing. I mean they're not running that hard, so I'm just trying to keep my losses small. And then the LMFA I traded twice. First one was basically same type of play where we had to rip, waited for the pullback, uh, held it up to here and sold it. I was up $17, I think, and then got back in there, and it did throw a little wick up there above 510 my area, but dropped to below that floor and got out. So $1.69 profit. So all in all, I made about $8 today on like 5 trades.
So I had one insanely stupid trade, and I perfect entry, mapped out my entry. It's on a MGTX. It's the only
Mgtx.
thing I saw to trade today.
There wasn't much
So
to trade today.
yeah, well, MGTX. Let me show you how stupid I was in this trade.
Okay.
So it came out, and you can zoom in a little bit more to the beginning of it. So it came out in the open, kind of ramped up, had a big green bar right before the open, then
Yeah.
took a little indecision, big red candle there. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna wait for a dip, right? And so it comes and it dips. It dips into this section,
Right there.
not this section, yeah, right in here. I bought at 1689 here.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna let it play. And I had my stop too close.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I promise. I was sick about it, but I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna come back. Cause one thing about this trade was that one, it had no news.
Yeah.
So it was one of those that wasn't a big mover out of the open, or it wasn't a gapper. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna take a shot. I should have had my stop a lot wider than I did. It ran from the 1689, which was my entry position, all the way up there to $19.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? It burned me. I'm not red on the day, but still, there was a lot of profit I left on the table from
Yeah,
down there.
yeah, those market makers, man. So I've been keeping mine wide because I watched one the other day. Just there was no reason for it to come back down. It already dipped to there, and then it dipped down just one little second, hit my order. I watched it fill, and then shot back up, and I was like, all right, okay, market makers.
Yep.
They personally got me on that one. I knew it was them personally. They must have not liked my reaction video I did last this week.
Well, on this trade, the thing that I did, I actually said, okay, I'm going to put my stop out at 1650, right?
So
And it came down red that first time, and then it came down red again, and I entered on that 1689, and it came back down. Can you zoom in just a bit? Yeah, that little red candle right there is what stopped me out.
this one
And
here.
I don't know, is this the 5 minute? Let's go to the it might have been the 15 minute that I got stopped out on. Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. There it is. All right, so it came down and it spiked down and broke the body of this previous candle. It held above that little candle right there, the body of that indecision right there is where I should have held my position, but it came down, I mean, just a little bit and broke out of there and just shot. And you can see
Yeah,
it good on the 15 minute. It just did not slow down after it came down and stopped me out.
yep, Yeah,
So
it
I was like, you
happens.
know what? Oh well.
Did you trade anything else?
Nope. I didn't see any other potential in the market today.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much, but there was some decent pops. But Ion had a nice run in pre-market from $1.45 up to 2.21, and then it gave a few scalping opportunities.
Yeah. There was
PROG,
just
this one had a decent little run. I think it was Lori. Lori called
mhm.
this one out. So nice job, Lori, if you got in that one. Nice little slow push up throughout the day. And then there's MGTX. So yeah, I mean the volatility is allowing for some moves, but we didn't get any major big moves today like I thought. I thought there was some towards the end of the day, but doesn't look
Yeah.
like it. So
Nope.
just a choppy market right now. We'll see what happens the rest of this week. The crypto market's pretty hot with Bitcoin breaking out, so we did see Annie, which was a crypto stock, move today. BTBT get a little bit of action at the open. BTCS, very nice move today. And they are now back above all the EMAs on the daily. Starting to look a little bullish. And we'll be hearing from Charles Allen, CEO of BTCS, here on the channel by Wednesday or Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. And Hal, if you got anything else,
Nah, man, that's good. That's about it.
all right. Well, be sure to join us tomorrow on both channels, H&H Traders channel if you haven't checked it out, link in the description, and the Framework Fortune home channel, doing some live stream day trading. Appreciate everybody joining us as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.